5 money mistakes moms here in PNG should avoid. Have you ever felt like the paycheck that you're earning, it just disappears so quickly like that, even before the fortnight ends? One of the struggles that I had when I was still working, when I had a formal 9-to-5 job, is not really spending intentionally, not having budget, and always barely making it to the next fortnight. So basically, I was living paycheck to paycheck. I tried to save. I couldn't, because I just didn't have enough remaining even after the fortnight was ending. So I was one of those who was always really counting down to payday. A lot of us here, moms who are working, we do the same money mistakes, but maybe a lot of us as well, we don't realize that we are making those mistakes. And you know what we are doing to ourselves? We are holding ourselves from financial growth when we keep doing these mistakes. And while I will only talk about 5 mistakes that a lot of us should avoid, it's only to help us take control of our money situations and finances and secure a better future for us and our children. Mistake number 1, spending without a budget. A lot of us moms, we tend to spend money as it comes. We love impulse spending. We go out, we are thinking of buying food, and suddenly there's a Mary blouse on the side. Voila, we go for both of them, even though we did not have that budget. What happens when we're spending without a budget is that we don't know where our money is going. We don't know how to track the money, and it's just so hard to even look back and wonder, where did our money go to? I have been sharing tips on how to use budgeting tools, and one of them was the 50-30-20. You can go and look it up and start teaching yourself the budget tool 50-30-20, and also make it more adaptable for yourself. Always have a very simple budget. If you want to go out spending, have a shopping list, and maybe because now we have more into technology, use budget apps. There's a lot of them out there, a lot of shopping notebooks that you can use to keep track of what you are spending, and also to make sure that you're going according to your budget. Mistake number 2, not having an emergency funds. Because we don't have emergency funds, we always fall back on our families, our friends, and seeking for help and donations from other people. Or we always end up going back to financial institutions and take out loans, or we ask people for market money. Emergencies is different for everyone, but the main emergencies that I always think of when emergency comes is unexpected medical bills, when you lose your job, or when you have to travel on an emergency. For example, you're living out here in the city and a family member passes away at home and you have to go there quickly. So those are examples of emergencies. What are the tips on addressing that mistake? Number 1, you must have an account that you can put aside money and start saving for, or building an emergency funds basket. And you can start small. You can start putting aside 10 kina, 20 kina, 30 kina, 40 kina, 50 kina. Okay? And that account, you shouldn't be touching it only for emergencies. And that will start helping you to build up your safety net. Also, you can increase income sources for yourself, so that you can get some of the savings, then put it into your emergency, or cut down on non-essential spendings that you are doing. Just go back, assess what you're spending your money on, go back to your budget and see where money is going to, so that you can cut down on that and you start saving for your emergency funds. Mistake number 3, a lot of professional or working moms, we tend to only rely on one source of income, for example, our salary. Now it makes you very vulnerable if, for example, you lose your job, or even if you're not working and you're in a relationship, for example, you're depending on your husband to take care of you and your children. When that relationship ends, again, you are in a position that you cannot take care of yourself. Let me give you an example. There was a mom I knew who never wanted to do any side hustles, and that was because she was so comfortable with her job. Then they made her position redundant, and suddenly she was faced with bills, rental to pay, school fees. Her kids were taken out of school because she couldn't keep up. Now, how could you avoid finding yourself in that situation? Always have a side hustle. You must look back at what you're good at, your passions, your hobbies, your experiences, and see what you can market and monetize it. Okay, so if you're someone who loves baking, do some sales out from your baking. If you're someone who loves sewing, sew some polos and go and sell it. If you don't have any of those that you can do, you don't have time, do online businesses. Affiliate marketing is amazing. Anyone who wants to do affiliate marketing, you just want to do referral and promote someone else's business and get paid for that, let me know. I can share with you that opportunity. It's also very important, if you feel like you don't have any passion, any experience that you can sell or market, then you need to upskill yourself. Learn a new skill. There's a lot of resources on the online space. You can self-teach yourself, do it yourself. Tutorials are always on YouTube. Teach yourself something and you start creating a side hustle. And also consider earning in stronger currencies. If there's an opportunity where you can earn in stronger currencies like in US dollars, go for it. Mistake number 4. A lot of moms, we are not saving for our children's future. Many moms here, we wait until it's time for school fee paying, and then we start to look around for money, when that could have been avoided if you started saving earlier. Save in small portions, and then you get your full school fee by the end of the year. Let me give another example. Your student probably has a school excursion coming up, and you, for some reason, didn't prepare in time, didn't plan, and you didn't save for them. What happens? Your child misses out on a important school excursion. They will feel left out, and they will not be happy with you. They will be upset. How can we avoid all this from happening? Some tips. Firstly, obvious one, you need to open a kids savings account. Start saving and deducting funds into your kids savings account. And you can start small. You can start saving just like the emergency funds, maybe 10, 20 kina, and then you grow from there. You also increase your cash flow so that you have extra additional funds to also pump into the kids savings account. For both parents, if you're working, you both have to also be saving into the kids savings account. Also set goals. If you already know what your child's school fee will be like for the following year, do the calculations, know how much you have to save each fortnight, and start deducting. You also teach your child early about money so that they understand why you have to say no to certain things, okay? And they also grow up financially smart. If you do not have internet banking, apply for internet banking, because then you can use some of the features in internet banking services like automation, where you automatically set aside deductions so that you don't have to keep remembering when to transfer, but the system does it for you. Mistake number 5, borrowing for non-essential things. We like to borrow because sometimes we like to maintain a lifestyle where our salary cannot maintain. When you are taking loans, whether it's from a financial institution or from market money people, and it's for a non-essential thing, what it does is you're imprisoning a portion of your money where it should be going into savings, because now you're repaying towards those other people's money. And taking a loan for non-essentials, it's money going out one way. If you're taking a loan that will make money, then it has a possibility of money coming back. Okay, what are some of the tips on this? You borrow only for investments or only to generate money, and also maybe when you're really in an emergency, that also makes sense a bit. But as much as possible, you must avoid borrowing from loan sharks. Yes, some of us, we are loan sharks, we have high interest rates, but hey, it's also a business opportunity. But avoid that, and how you can avoid that is simply by saving so that you have money to spend and you are not using other people's money and just repaying it to them. Okay, so only borrow when you really need to generate money, and Don't take out a big loan just to buy a phone. If you have made any of these mistakes, or you are doing any of these mistakes, don't worry, okay? All of us, we have done these mistakes. But the important thing is you must start making better money choices today. If you have listened to some of the tips, go implement some of them, or go do your research so that you can find whatever works for you. Okay, so start tracking your expenses, start saving, building a savings habit, and find ways to create extra income for yourself. If you have found this useful, let me know in the comment section. And if you have any other questions as well, let's talk about it. Have a nice day. Cheers.